for joining us. This is Just the Sip.
And we're doing some urban chestnut beers. They come out of St. Louis. They're about to open a 70,000 square foot plus brewery. They started as a brew pub. They thoroughly did very well in our Ballpark Brew Fest.
They kicked ass.
Which we'll see it hopefully relatively pretty soon here online. But they did really well. We're starting with the Zwickel. It's a Bavarian style lager. This comes from their Reverence series, which I believe is, they've got Reverence and Revolution. The Reverence is sort of paying homage to the old style European brews. Excuse me. We've drank a few beers.
Just so you guys know, this is Riley. My name's Ethan. Riley is joining us. Typically, he hasn't been with us.
Yeah.
He is one of our friends. He's going to help judge everything. My name's Ethan. This is Dode.
Yeah,
Free beer.
They've got some great labels. They go with this basic gold cap. Hopefully, when they upgrade to the larger production line, they'll maybe change that up a bit. But it pays homage to the sort of the homebrew guy who just gets the caps in the mail. But this is the Zwickel. It comes in a 16-ounce bottle instead of a 12-ounce.
Much larger, much better.
Big. It's got a little bubble on the top of it. It's hopefully tasty to these guys. And I will say that the scores that we give today are different than what we gave out in the parking lot and over at by Bush. I like to me it's got the sort of floral notes on there, but there's a weird little bit of skunk going on too. But it smells
a little bit of both of them.
Pretty good there. It's a nice mixture.
I enjoy the citrus notes. I do smell the floral notes that you're talking about. Typically, that means I don't enjoy the taste as much, but I'll give it a taste here and we'll see.
Yeah. And I will say, I was one of the judges for a Ballpark Brew Fest, but these two guys, they weren't a part of it, so it's a completely different point of view. But it seems super clean.
I was going to say, it's clear, refreshing, enjoyable to drink. There's almost a hint of bitterness that you can taste there, but it really just brings everything else together. It makes you appreciate. It is really a tasty beer. It's easy, like I would say, almost a session beer sort of thing.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's very well balanced, and I really enjoy the flavor that they've packed into a lager, which in America you commonly know is just sort of the lightest flavored anything sort of beer out there. What do you give it as a score, Riley?
I'll go around an 81, 82. Nice good B range, be nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. I actually go a lot higher than that. As far as your general lager goes, this is wonderful. It's easy to drink, easy to go with. I would say 88, easy, and it's enjoyable. It's fun to drink, easy to drink. How about you?
Yeah, I give it an 88 as well. Very well balanced. It's got citrus, floral, just like a nice creaminess to it. Light to medium bodied, super tasty. Now we're moving on to the Schnickel Fritz. It's a Bavarian style Weiss beer, or Weiss ale, sorry. This one, sit on the left side of the table, you get the pour. But like I said, all their beers perform very well in our little competition we did up near Bush. And this one, we'll give it a go. We'll see what it tastes like today.
So this is the Schnickel Fritz?
Schnickel Fritz Weiss Ale. Yes, it's classic style beer. This is part of their Reverence series, like I mentioned before, which is paying homage to the old style.
It smells the same as the last beer to me.
Yeah.
You think the same thing?
Yeah, to me it smells very similar, but it's
maybe a little stronger on the floral notes?
A little more on the floral, exactly.
I was going to say,
It's opaque in color.
Yeah. It's a little opaque. Oh man, it's just,
I like this one better.
It's opening up. It's definitely, it's got like a fruity floral thing on the nose, and
it's a lot more inviting.
Yeah,
oh, wow.
I enjoyed that one far more than I enjoyed the Zwickel.
Definitely.
Which is interesting because it, like I said, it smells almost the exact same, but the taste tastes creamier. You can taste the hops behind it a little stronger. You can taste the citrusy notes from the hops a little stronger. And I don't taste any bitterness behind it.
It's a beer that you don't want to finish immediately. Like, you actually want to take your time and enjoy the taste of it a little bit more so than other beers just to drink beer.
Yeah, this one is definitely something that, it seems like the grown-up version of the Zwickel. It's, that one seems like something you can maybe session through whereas the Snickel Fritz, you got to take a little bit more time on. It's super delicious. What do you give it as a score, Riley?
I'll give it a nice 85, 86, around that area, mid-80s. I like it a lot, and it's deserving of that.
Man, as far as session beers, I don't think I've had a better session beer. I would say 93 easily. Yeah. It's good. It's enjoyable. It's creamy. It's fun to drink. Yeah.
Yeah, I think of it as a 91. It's something that I'd have to take some time on. Going through that 16 ounces of a beer bottle would be a little bit much to just pound it away through. But it's still super delicious, and I think it's warranted of a 91. It's a great beer. And now we're moving on to the STL IPA, or the Stolipa, as we've called it in our Ballpark Brew Fest that you'll see upcoming. Here it's an IPA. It comes from St. Louis.
It smells super hoppy, like so many IPAs are.
Yeah, it's got a great little head on it.
It looks orange. You can smell the citrusy bang of those hops.
You get the citrus with, mostly citrus on it instead of the floral notes that you get on there. But it's super fresh. I love the way this smells.
This one, for me, has way more of the bitter notes behind it. Just like, for me, most IPAs, I taste the bitterness more than I taste anything else.
I'll give you that immediately.
Yeah, I never enjoy IPAs as much. Typically, IPAs have a little more alcohol behind them, which is something interesting that a lot of people want to think about whenever they're choosing their beers, especially if they're trying to choose a session beer, which I assume this is not.
Yeah, this one's, it's the last one and this one are definitely not things that I would say are really sessionable that you can put away a six-pack of. This one's part of their Revolution series. They've taken the classic style and just amping it up.
Yeah.
It's full of that sort of just almost like West Coast hops flavor. It's got a lot of like orange peel, tangerine going through it.
Taste the
very
citrus.
zesty.
It's very zesty, but I could see this going well through summer and spring and fall when you're grilling stuff.
Damn bug landed in mine.
But yeah,
son of a bitch.
it's just the bug. It's extra protein.
Got this.
But it's, I find it super
There you
delicious.
go.
But it's
Drink
something you
around
gotta pace yourself through. So Riley, what do you think of the score?
Man, it's so hard to drink around. Bowl.
What's your score?
I'll go. Oh man, to me it's not a whole lot. It's not doing a whole lot for me. So I'll probably just go with a nice 80, flat 80. Not super great for me personally, but I can see where other people would enjoy it.
Yeah. What's your score?
As far as IPAs go, one of the best IPAs I've tasted, simply because it hits the citrusy notes so well. It's got that zest. I would say 84 easily, which is great.
Yeah, I give it an 89. I like the IPA on it. It's my second favorite IPA that I've had, and I just love the tangerine citrus thing going on there. And I think it's fairly well balanced and a little bit of floral coming through there. I really enjoy this beer. And I'm so glad that Urban Chestnut decided to give us some of these brews for us to try out.
Definitely.
They were super helpful.
Definitely.
Gave us a ton of beer to go through. And
Urban
we'll be
Chestnut's
drinking this
definitely
through the
done a
summer.
wonderful thing, say it's been great. Thanks for joining us for Just a Sip once again. Riley, Ethan, Dode. Like or subscribe down below. And you guys have a great summer.